All right, so you are Carolyn Stewart.
I am.
And tell me more about you.
I am for the children here. I'm standing here in the rain and the no sleet or snow, but I'm for children and for education to be improved in our county, in our state. Yes.
Are you running for office?
I'm not running, but I'm standing for people that are.
The Moms for Liberty, Vice Chair, Buncombe County. So one of the things that I'm most curious about here, because you're obviously in Black Mountain.
Yes.
And this is Buncombe County.
Yes.
This is one of the hardest hit areas in the state right here. How do you feel people are they making the effort to get out and vote this time, even with the devastation?
Yes. It's so, I was surprised at the effort and the effort that neighbors are supplying rides, and it's so good. And some of them couldn't get out of their driveways, even in very affluent neighborhoods. They couldn't because of trees or mud or blockage of cars. And so yes, and people uniting to help each other. Yes, I've seen that.
How do you feel about the turnout here compared to 4 years ago?
Oh,
for early voting.
4 years ago, I was here, and it's better and it's more nonpartisan. That's how
really?
I feel about it. Yes.
Wow. So, what about now? Traditionally, this area is a little bit more liberal, right? Am I correct about that?
Yes.
All right. And with that being said, what do you feel like is the ratio this time? Because in some of the more, the other areas outside of Buncombe where they're more conservative, the ratio is overwhelming on the Republican side this time.
So I think that, do you want to hear what I really think?
I want to hear exactly what you think.
Okay, this is what happened, and I was standing here before it happened and after it happened. When President Trump flew over and saw where the devastation was, and landed and got our dirt on his feet and hugged our people, it hugged all of us. And the person they hugged was my husband.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because we have a business that was wiped out in Buncombe, right on the Swannanoa River.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So the heart of that man, this is what my husband said, when he hugged him, and he wasn't always for him, but when he was this election, but when he hugged him, he felt his heartbeat. That's what he told me. And he said it was beating for all of us, for America, not just but for Western North Carolina. The fact that he tried to come in earlier and they let him in, it opened up, and I could tell the difference in voting here afterwards.
At this particular polling place, are you able to get a feel or a gauge for the ratio between who's voting Republican?
Well, sometimes it's like it flows different places, but since that day, since a week from this past Monday, I see people more open. I see more smiles. I see more hugs, and even among party. I love my new friends that I'm making that are Democratic.
Yeah.
So it's the
well, the American spirit has been displayed here as a result of this tragedy.
Yes.
You would hope it would bring people together regardless of politics.
Yes, and it has, I believe. And you're wearing a hat that says Savage Freedom. Can I bring that out?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They're helping us a lot.
Oh yeah.
They're helping us because now our storage buildings that used to be for people to buy for their stuff, a lot of the stuff has been wiped out, but people can live while their houses are being restored, or those that are totally displaced in our buildings that are being upgraded for.
Yeah, I was embedded with Savage Freedoms for 2 weeks, and just watching them work was absolutely incredible.
Yes, it to us too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
So I was up in Henderson County yesterday, and I was at one of the early voting sites, and so I was asking them, because they were same guys like y'all were handing out the conservative ballots, And I said, so what's the average do you think is happening in terms of the number of percentage of voters? And they said, oh, it's about 70% voting Trump or, you know, Republican. Well, in the half hour I stood there with them, the ratio was 15-1.
Okay.
It was unbelievable. What kind of ratio are you seeing here?
I'm going to say it's more than 70. It's probably, we're probably 90% voting for Trump.
90%.
Yeah.
Wow.
They've all just
And we're in Burke County, right here.
Burke County, Morganton, North Carolina. Yes.
What do you think is driving that?
Well, I think the state of our economy. I think the gas prices. I think the food prices. I think he's going to make a change. I think Trump's really settled down. He's standing for what we believe in America. And just look, 4 years ago, he didn't even take his salary. So I'll let you grab
You want a
her.
Republican ballot?
Sample ballot?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Did you do this 4 years ago?
Yes, I did.
What was the ratio then?
I really feel like the ratio was a lot. I thought we would wake up the next morning and Trump would be our president, but
Right.
unfortunately he wasn't. And then unfortunately, even today, I think there's so many lies being told on the media, you know, the local news about Trump. And I think her generation's the most important too, because we've got to get the younger voters out, because it is their future.
Well, that was the thing that I noticed yesterday. It was all ages. It was first-time voters. It was youth voters. Why are you voting for Trump?
Because I want to support cops. I don't believe in abortion, and I want the economy to be good. And I love Jesus, and he loves Jesus.
Yeah. Well, that's exciting. Do you feel like that it's there's more interest in early voting among Republicans this time than before?
Oh, I think this is history. I think there's so many people voting Republican. I think the turnout has been amazing. When I put up signs for Senator Daniel, we work for Senator Daniel a lot too, and every early voting has had lines, long extensive lines every single day. So it's just been impressive.
And what's your name?
My name's Shay Ruff.
Shay Ruff and
Gracie Ruff?
Gracie Ruff?
Yes.
Y'all must be related.
I'm the daughter.
You're the daughter.
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you guys.